Welcome to episode number 1 of the Shawn Johnson Show. In case you haven't guessed, I am your host, Shawn Johnson, and I'm a holistic health coach. If you want to find out more, you can click on the link to my website and even reach out if you need some help. But let's just dive into today's topic. How does one find balance? Well, first we need to ask the question, what is balance? And I stumbled across an entrepreneur by the name of Derek Severs who introduced this concept to me. And it's provided a description on how I go from point A, unbalanced, to point B. It's defined a destination for me. And so what I find to be very useful is whenever I'm feeling off, I have to ask myself, am I living at the intersection of 3 things? Happy, which is obvious. Smart, meaning it has long-term good for me, long-term benefit for me. And useful in that it allows me to be of service to others. So it's okay to do 1 or 2 of these things. I mean, it's good, but ultimately something, at least in my case, feels off if I'm not satisfying all 3. For example, I could do something that's happy and maybe even smart and that has long-term benefit for me. But if it doesn't allow me to be of service to others, it feels kind of isolating and self-containing. And I could do something that is useful for others and might even be smart. But if I'm not happy, and I learned this the hard way, if I'm not fulfilling my own happiness, I mean, happiness is like the oil in the machine. And so without it, the machine just kind of breaks down. Now, are we going to be in a state of balance at each and every moment of our lives? No, of course not. But at each and every moment of our lives, we have a couple of purposes, if you will. The first purpose is to be present, to be aware. Okay, I'm aware something feels off, something feels out of whack. And then the second purpose is to return to that intersection. Okay. And no, I'm not implying that if somebody dies, you should be happy, right? But we want to be happy most of the time. There's a great quote by Janine Roth. It's not so much that people want to eat hot fudge sundaes as they want their lives to be hot fudge sundaes. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and obviously our life is not always a hot fudge sundae. I mean, if you hate doing the laundry, you hate doing the laundry. But the goal is for life to be a hot fudge sundae most of the time. And we can do that. It is a choice. We can minimize the things that pull us off balance, that pull us away from the intersection, and increase those things that do. Now, that's what this show is going to be about. And I will be covering topics that range from diet to exercise. Like, those are a non-negotiable. All right. And it's not that you can't do things that make you happy or that are beneficial to others without ensuring that you have a healthy diet or exercise protocol. But rest assured, it makes it a whole lot harder to do these things when we aren't healthy. So diet, exercise, our surrounding environment, how do we improve that? Relationship health, financial health, career health. Are we tapping into creativity and play? These are all things that we're going to be covering. Whether I cover it myself, if it's my own kind of zone of genius, which is the health, nutrition, exercise realm, or something outside of that. The thing about me is that I'm pretty ruthless when it comes to vetting experts. And the last thing you need in this world of information overload is noise. So my job is to separate the wheat from the chaff, if you will, the noise from the signal. And that is my promise to you. If you want to find out more about me, or if you want to reach out to me for some help, click on the link in the show notes to my website. Next week, I will be back to talk to you about how to construct your diet for fat loss over the age of 40. Have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in, and like and subscribe below.